Please be seated. It's hard to believe, but the night before Jesus was crucified, he prayed for us. And by us, I mean you and me. As you heard in the gospel just now, Jesus was praying for the disciples that were with him at that Last Supper, the night before he was crucified. But he also prays on behalf of those who will believe in me through their word, he says. And that's us. Now, there were a lot of steps that happened between Jerusalem and Concord over 2,000 years. But the message that we have heard of Jesus' love and forgiveness and God's presence with us in this world came from Jesus and those disciples and the people they told and the people they told and the people they told. And here we are, continuing that good work, living out that message and sharing it in the world. As I was reading this gospel and praying over it this week, it made me think about a really physical manifestation of that idea that we do here at St. Paul's Church. And that is our prayer shawl ministry. Now, I was not here last weekend. Kate gave me the weekend off, which was wonderful. Thank you. Where we blessed another batch of these prayer shawls. But it strikes me that each of the lines of this gospel today has something to do with this ministry. So what I'd like to do is go through that gospel, explore it in connection to the prayer shawls, and think about what it means to share God's glory and be one together. And it might help if you want to follow along to have your bulletin out, so feel free to look along. So to start, the prayer shawl ministry here at St. Paul's is a ministry where folks create prayer shawls, either knitting or crocheting, while praying as they do it. Then those shawls are delivered to people who need them, and they are comforted, knowing that they have been prayed for and are looked after. It made me think about, I thought about these because Jesus here in this gospel is praying for his disciples. But again, he is praying for those who will hear on behalf of their words, people in the future. And that's what the prayer shawl ministers are doing. They're praying as they create these shawls for people in the future. And they actually don't even know who will receive the shawls, which I think is a huge exercise of trust, that the time and commitment that they put into the shawls are not lost, even though they don't know who will receive it. And those prayers, again, are on behalf of someone else, just as Jesus prayed for us. Those ministers are praying on behalf of someone else. And God knows what those prayers need and what that person needs, and makes them so. So the next line of this prayer, we find Jesus says, "As you, Father, are in me and I am in you, may they also be in us, so that the world may believe that you have sent me." These prayer shawls don't just stay in the church, they get sent. They get sent by the clergy, by lay Eucharistic visitors and lay pastoral presence ministers, and by people who just know that we have this and are visiting a mother who's sick or a friend who just got home from the hospital and want to bring them some comfort. So these are sent out to make it known that we are with them and that the recipient is loved. And to make that clear, we have a little tag on the shawl. It's got some care instructions: machine wash, warm, gentle cycle; machine dry, low, delicate cycle. I'm sure air drying would be fine as well. And then on the other side is our logo and name, and this shawl is a gift to you. May it bring blessings of comfort, gifts of warmth, prayers of good health, and the knowledge that you are loved. They're sent into the world and marked so that people may see and know where this came from. But it's not about the glory of that, about being known for a church that sends prayer shawls. It's about the glory that someone feels when they take one of these and wrap it around their shoulders or over their waist, and are covered in the glory that Jesus has given to the Father. As he says, "The glory that you have given me, I have given them." The prayers that are wrapped up in this shawl and in each one get wrapped around a person or laid over them if they can't do it themselves. And that glory covers them and comforts them, we hope and pray. And it's the glory that Jesus had with God before the foundation of the world, as we see. And it's so that they may be one, Jesus says, as we are one, I in them and you in me, that they may become completely one. We do this, of course, so that people who receive these shawls know that they are one with us. That while we cannot be there all the time in their time of need, and they can't be here at church with us, they know that we are one in spirit and one in the body of Christ. So that the world may know that you have sent me and have loved them even as you have loved me, Jesus says. He's praying for the disciples and for us, that the world may know that Jesus comes from the Father and that we come from Jesus. And we make that known in our witness and ministry, whatever that may be. And these prayer shawls make it known. I have heard a number of stories where the person who receives the shawl is thrilled to receive it. But some of the people around them during this time of need are also heartened by this act of kindness. Medical staff, friends and family. People can see that their care is mirrored in the glory of the church and in the presence of God through this visible symbol, so that the world may know that we are with them. Jesus begins to conclude this prayer by saying, "Father, I desire that those also whom you have given me may be with me where I am, to see my glory which you have given me, because you loved me before the foundation of the world." Jesus is praying that these disciples and us may be with him where he is. And we just celebrated Ascension on Thursday, and we look forward to Pentecost next Sunday. And we know that Jesus in his physical body is no longer with us. He has ascended, and we've been sent the Holy Spirit to comfort and guide us. But at the same time, in prayer, in service, through the Holy Eucharist, and through gathering and community, we are still covered in the glory of God, from the Father to the Son, through the Holy Spirit. That glory, as these shawls cover the people who receive them, and enables and encourages us to go out and do the work of the kingdom of God. And in that sense, we truly are with Jesus in heaven and on earth. And that's what we hope and pray for the recipients of these shawls, that while we can't be there with them, and again, they can't be here, that we might be one in the Spirit, and they might be here with us where we are, and we with them, and know that we are holding them in our hearts and prayers. And what's really cool is that where the shawls are stored, there's a journal where we write who receives each shawl. And so those names can be continued to be prayed for as well. Jesus says, "Righteous Father, the world does not know you, but I know you, and these know that you have sent me. I have made your name known to them, and I will make it known." Again, sometimes these shawls are a witness to people of our love and care for the person. But sometimes the world does not know, and it's just a blanket or a shawl. But we pray that through this humble and powerful witness, folks who have eyes to see may actually see a physical example of God's love that really does help and comfort the person who is in need. All of this is so that, as Jesus says, the love with which you have loved me may be in them, and I in them. All of what we do is to reflect God's love for Jesus and Jesus' love for us, that we know through the power of the Holy Spirit. Everything we do, from choir to altar guild, chapter 2 and the food pantry, to unnamed ministries like being in front of the State House for a worthy cause, or bringing a meal to a new neighbor, or to supporting a loved one who's going through an illness, or taking Eucharist to another. Things that maybe aren't named programs of this church, but are true ministries of those ministers who are here. We do it so that we can share the love that we know from God and to feel it more ourselves, because we know that in giving we receive, and the way to know God more and more fully is to share God's love with other people. And that is the ministry of the baptized. That's what it means to die to this world and to become alive in Christ. And at 10 o'clock today at our outdoor service, we have 3 baptisms of 3 babies. And one of the other parts of our parochial ministry is that the ministers also make baby blanket prayer shawls, ones that are particularly sized and colorful for babies. And the tag is a little different. It says, "This shawl is a gift to you. May your baby be wrapped in the prayers, love, and blessings which have been put into every stitch." When we baptize a baby, or anyone for that matter, they are covered in God's glory in the water that they die and are born out of, in the chrism that we put on their forehead, and now in this school way, in this baptism blanket for babies, which most babies are not as big as this. It literally covers them with prayer and love. And it is a symbol of the baptized ministry that we all have to proclaim Christ and to make his love known in this world.